What's up, guys? Dwayne here, manual pedal, hashtag pedal over everything. First and foremost, if you can, please just subscribe to my YouTube channel here, Manual Pedal Pick. Started it in 2014. Been posting videos ever since, on and off, as more recently. Life goes on, you know. But back with the jump off. I got this new bike here I'm gonna talk about in just a little bit. Really psyched on it. Just wanted you guys to just kind of get tuned in here to the YouTube channel, Manual Pedal. You know, it's bike touring at its finest. Gear reviews, all that jazz, road cycling. Been gonna be taking more on my passions, which is more so bike touring and bike packing. This particular frame here, I wanted to just talk to you all about. It's my latest bike in my arsenal. In fact, it's it is the only bike I'm currently riding right now because my other frames are cracked. Before this bike, I had the Surly long haul trucker. I've had that bike since 2014. So this is just a quick overview, not a full review of this new bike here, which is the Surly Ogre. Again, this is the Surly Ogre. This is a 22-inch frame, the extra large version. Let me get up and show you that. It's the extra large version. And also my lighting situation is not so great. I'm filming this literally with my iPhone 8 Plus. I'm really excited about this bike, so I just wanted to just give you a quick overview. Just go into a little bit about why I chose this frame and why I have it set up like this. I had a lot of people who visited my website, manualpedal.com, who were asking me questions about my setup, also in the groups that I'm in on Facebook, that are bike touring related groups and bike packing, that sort of just asked me questions about my one by setup here and why I went with it, and just overall the bike and my style of riding. So first off, let's just jump into the replacement of this versus my old frame, which is the long haul trucker. I used to ride the Surly long haul trucker. It was a 56 centimeter frame, very short, but it was a great bike. It's what started this whole channel. Actually, if you date back to my first video, you'll see and hear why I started this channel, to build social constructivism around cycling, my artwork, my passions with media and everything. So that's the main reason why I started this YouTube channel, was to just bring that to you guys, which I continue to do now. And so that's why I'm asking you guys also to just subscribe if you have an opportunity. If you feel I'm offering you value here through this video, please subscribe to the channel. I will be producing more videos such as this, especially with this bike, which I plan on doing a full review soon. But really excited to just talk about this. So the Surly long haul trucker that I had before cracked. The frame cracked. I'll get better shots of that. I don't have it here. I left it at the bike shop. I'll have to go pick it up and jump into why that bike is replaced and everything. But it cracked the chainstay around on this side actually. It just like literally split. So I've taken that bike across the US. It took me 2.5 months. I took that bike on the Cocopelli Trail. I've taken that bike also to Virginia. I rode that bike in Colombia as well. As you can see from the photos here. But yeah, I mean, it was a great bike. It could pretty much do everything. And I've been wanting to switch it up for a while. So been looking at which bike to replace it with. I really dig Surly bikes, so got a solid deal on this frame here. Sponsored, not sponsored. But this is the Surly Ogre. It's a 22-inch frame, the extra large version. I think it's the biggest they have. But this is all black. It also comes in the brown. This is a 2017 model. What's different about this model is you can fit 27.5-inch wheels in there. I'm running 29-inch right now. These are 29-inch wheels. The tires I have on here are the WTB Riddler tires. They're 700 by 45, and they're great tires. In terms of the wheels, I built these wheels custom. They're XT hubs. The XT hubs that are laced to Sapum spokes and really good Mavic wheels. These wheels are really great for bicycle touring. They're A719s. I like them. They're a bit heavy. This whole entire bike, I didn't weigh it because it's heavy. It's heavy. It's a real heavy bike, so I didn't bother weighing it. So I figured, we'll just deal with the weight, because honestly, when you're riding, you're pushing stuff, you have your saddle bags up on here, you're not gonna feel it. In terms of the wheels though, you could fit 29 wheels. You could fit up to a 2.5 inch tire. You can see how much clearance you have in here. What I really like what Surly did with this new frame here is this 2017 model was this part here on the chainstay. They made like a really solid plate. You can see that, so I think that's really, really dope. It's obviously for the chain ring to have ample space, but the tire clearance, man, you can see that tire clearance. That's what everyone's talking about. I mean, these tires don't help justify because they're only 45, but 700 by 45. But I mean, you can fit a 2.5 tire in here, which is great. In the rear, the setup for the drivetrain, I have XC cranks. We're running 34. I'm running 34 to 11 by 42. That's my cassette in the rear. The wheels are 32 spoke, by the way, if I didn't mention that before. But this is the setup. Why did I go with the setup? Over the years, I've just been riding different setups. I started off with a triple. I went to a double from there, and I realized that, it's while I like those setups, after Cocapelli, I realized I really didn't need the double because I was in the single the entire time anyway. I rode in a 34 sprocket. I forgot the other ring that I had, but I was just in the 32 for the longest time, and I didn't really need the double, so I decided to go one by and just get a big cassette in the rear, and I love it. I couldn't ask for anything else. It covers all the gears I need. It's a little bit slow, but honestly, I'm not looking for speed on this bike. If that's the case, I can ride a road bike. This bike's a great commuter. I really like the slope and down tube. It's a bit big for me. It's I'm 6'2", shy of 6'2", about 200 pounds. So I mean, honestly, this is perfect. I also wanted a bike that was a little bit larger this time, so I could have ample space for my bags. I'm gonna be having this bike outfitted with Revelate design bags. I have this is the frame bag right here that I use. I'll also have the Viscacha saddle bag that goes pretty much out the rear of here. I also have the handlebar that has the handlebar bag up front with everything that goes inside there, and so that's like my setup, as you'll see my other bikes. Pretty simple. In terms of the brakes, I'm running TRP Spire mechanical disc brakes. I'm running them front and rear. I don't have a cable on the rear yet. I'm actually trying to find my brake lever. I don't know, it's in my apartment somewhere here, but I'll find it and I'll throw it on. But I did mount it up. So in the rear I have a 160, and in the front I'm running 180. So I just wanted that set up. It's all customized. In terms of the brakes, they're great because they actuate at the same time. A lot of brakes don't do that. A lot of disc mechanicals, which I think should be illegal, because it just puts a lot of pressure on the rotor, if you ask me, and it heats it up where it doesn't need it. So anyway, this is where it actuates. You probably can't really see that happening, but it does work. It's a great brake setup. It's very strong. The TRP has like a carbon plate on it as well, if you get the SLC version. Really, really fine machined product here. It's all made in the US as well. TRP products, which is pretty awesome. In terms of my seat, I'm running my old Specialized gel body geometry. I always had it on here with a Thompson Masterpiece. I've always had that for years. The bars, same bars as my other bike. So if you see my long haul trucker review, I pretty much just took all these parts and just threw them on this bike. These are the Koyak bars from Shimano Pro, with also the Shimano Pro PLT stem. And I just do a brand new King FSA head setup on here, which is really smooth. You know, I mean, you can go King if you want, but I like the FSA products, so this will serve me well, I'm sure. I got titanium cages on the bike. I took that off my old bike as well. And with every new bike, you throw a new chain on it. So I have a brand new chain on here. And the bike rides really well so far. I haven't really taken it on any trips. I got some trips that I'm planning up for next year, a big one. I'll go into that at a later date. But right now, just looking at this bike, it's everything I would want a bikepacking rig to be / commuter. You know, it's the wide mountain bike bars, the wheels, the frame is steel, you know, and it's just one bike. Kind of, I want to say, with the setup in the rear, with the new XT derailleur, it's pretty cool because you can lock it out so that it doesn't move, and it kind of feels like a single speed. So it kind of resembles that a little bit, especially with the one by setup, which I really like a lot. So I mean, you don't have to worry about too many issues with this bike. I mean, it's very simple. You know, you just got one gear in the back. You got your brakes disc, which hardly would ever fail if you got mechanical. And I'm running XT derailleurs for that shift engagement, and it's all 11 speed. So yeah, I mean, listen, if you guys, these are the Ergon GP2 grips. Awesome grips. Just wanted to mention that they're super comfortable. If you're having problems with your hand on the bars, definitely jump into purchasing a pair of those. All right. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. Maybe I should be sponsored by these guys since I'm representing all their products and riding and paying for these products for such a long time too. But we won't get into that here. But really digging this frame. If depending on your height, if you have questions, just shoot them in the comments. I'm shy of 6'2", 200 pounds. This bike is super comfortable. I wouldn't want it any smaller. I was gonna get large, which is I believe a 19 or somewhat inches. So glad I went with the extra large. Really dig the space. And if you want, you could also modify by getting a short stem like I did. I mean, I have a 90mm stem up front. I got plenty of reach on this bike, being at the frame is like bigger. The standover height for the frame is a little bit larger and taller as it would be if you were to get a large version, but that's normal, I would say, for most bikes. But yeah, I mean, this bike is such a badass bike, man. When I finished, everyone was really psyched on it when they saw it, and I posted it up on my Instagram, which you should follow. That's follow my Instagram account at Manual Pedal Pics. Again, that's Manual Pedal Pics. I post there a lot, so if you're not subscribing to the YouTube channel, you should, but also subscribe to my social media accounts like Instagram, which is at Manual Pedal Pics. So definitely jump on there, and if you have any questions about this bike, please let me know in the comments. I would love to answer all your questions. I'll do a full review and I'll post it to the website once I take this thing somewhere. I plan on taking it upstate for a little bit. I'm gonna put bigger tires on here. I'll probably throw on some 2.2s. I was checking out these WTB, which one are they? WTB's Wolverines I was gonna put on here, which are 2.2s. And we'll see how it rides. But yeah, guys, for a commuter, great bike. I rode it in and around town, haven't gone too far with it yet. But I'm psyched that this is gonna be my machine for the next several years. Hopefully another good time, hopefully like a good 10 years. We'll see how this bike turns out to be, but I'm really psyched on it. This is the 2017 Surly Ogre 22-inch extra large frame, custom, fully decked out with all my parts on it from my last rig. Really psyched on this bike. Can't wait to take it out and get it dirty. Subscribe to the Manual Pedal. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.